Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to teach you how to change out the gauge on your EDgun Leshiy 2. You may want to switch to an EDMU or maybe a Wicca, something of that nature. So we're going to teach you how to do it. First step is always going to be to degas it. So I've already taken the time to do that. You're just going to turn it until the air comes out, and then you can close it if you want. Sometimes I just leave it open just to make sure. You're going to double check the gauge is on 0. And once it is, you're going to take your cleats with your finger and move it so that they face outward. Take your snap ring pliers, pull your snap ring off, push your gauge out. It's going to get stuck. At this point, I take a Sharpie like that and finish pushing it out. There's your gauge assembly. You're going to need to take a wrench, hold the gauge, a smaller wrench, find the notches, loosen it, and you may want to replace the O-ring. I think it's a 4x2 in here now, not a 5x2.5. I think it's a 4x2. All the O-rings are on my website under the schematics section at edgunwest.com, so feel free to peruse through that section there when you get some time. So we're going to tighten this up a little tiny bit, and now we're going to replace the gauge. You can see here there's a little hole here, and that's how the air goes through. What's really neat about this, now that feels like it's in all the way, but listen, just a little bit more, turn it up, and then place your snap ring on. You may need to hold the back of the gauge with your finger. Okay, now that your snap ring's on, what you're going to do is make sure it's seated all the way before you fill it. Just double check around in a circle, and you can always ask, Brian, how do I get my gauge centered? Well, just like that. Now, if you don't have this gauge in all the way, what's going to happen is it's just going to blow air. It's going to squeak, and it'll probably only fill to a little bit. But we're going to show you that if you put it in correctly, and you drive it all the way in, and you got your snap ring set, you should be good. Now, first thing I will tell you, whenever I replace these things, I kind of feel slow just to make sure that I didn't make any mistakes with that snap ring, because really pressure does hold it in, but when you first blast it, it might push it all the way out. So once we're good, I swear if it blows, I'm still going to put this on video. It won't blow. So now we're going to fill it all the way up. Okay, so now it is filled to about 200 bar. We'll leave it there for now. I think that's good enough just for the purpose of the video. And as you can see, while it's under pressure, the gauge is tight, so it won't move. All right, so I hope that helps explain how to do it. And if you have any trouble, of course, you know how to get a hold of me. Sales at EDgun West or Brian at EDgun West. Or go through my website, edgunwest.com. No problem. Any questions, feel free to ask. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.